So, how's it been going?
It's been good. It's been good. It's what now? A week since we talked, right? Yeah, yeah. It's been a interesting week, I would say. It's been a week full of, you know, more more awareness, more space. Um, it's like I don't know. It's been more relaxed somehow. After we spoke, it's like something opened up, but still, like a more of a gap or a distance between uh, uh, whatever is happening, if you understand what I mean.
Mhm.
Um, but at the same time, it's like stirring up emotions. I can feel like I've been having a quite rough week handling anger and irritation, and it's quite a struggle. A lot of other emotions, for me at least, it's much easier to pinpoint it, if it's like sadness or depression or anxiety. But anger, it's a sneaky emotion or irritation. I don't know what it is with anger. It's hard to handle, I think.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Do you mean pinpoints it like where you're feeling it, like in the body or like where it's coming
Yeah.
from?
No, no, no. More where I'm feeling it. Because if I get, anxiety or stress or something, I have much easier to find it and to locate my like myself or whatever it is, like put my attention on it, and it subsides. But anger,
Mm.
it's a bit more difficult. It feels like it's up here somehow. So I don't know. It's yeah,
Mhm.
and I don't know what to do with it. Basically, I would say.
Yeah.
Mm,
Mhm. Yeah, and
yeah.
it's like feeling is it's like part of being human, it's I mean that's very obvious, but
Mm.
what if what if you didn't try to fix it?
But the reactions from the anger, it's like, you know, I, I might say something stupid or hurt someone's
Mhm.
feelings or react from the anger. The
Mhm.
anger itself, I understand it's an emotion or a feeling or whatever it is. It is what it is. But from that sensation to the reaction and to the verbal, whatever it might be, or like, uh, you know, that path where it's like, I want to cut it.
Mhm. Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what are you right now without that memory?
The memory, you mean what I just
Mhm.
recalled?
Yeah.
Basically nothing. Yeah. Back to the, mm,
Yeah. What's here that doesn't have a past?
mm.
What's here that doesn't know the past?
Yeah. Doesn't, can't label, I can't label it. It is. Yeah.
So the mind's going to try to do anything that it can in order to stay relevant. And it's true that for many people, once this clarity is kind of begins to be recognized, some things that have been repressed can come up.
Yeah.
So what you're experiencing, emotions, feeling more strong and feeling like more of a problem, that's a normal reaction, right? And then especially with feelings, the mind will want to hijack that, because its only goal is to just this pattern anyway is just to continue. Is just to continue thinking. So it's like everything it looks at, it wants to think about. It wants to put a definition to it, wants to make it a problem or something to chase or something to fix so that it can continue narrating. And especially with emotions, because they're so strong and intimate. Yeah.
And personal. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
They feel so personal. Yeah.
Yeah. Very personal.
But a question, is there anything, is there anything I can do to, handle the emotion or accept it, or, just to be able to, when it arises, to see and accept and just put it on the side or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, the biggest thing is to not let the mind go into a story about it and just let it be in its raw expression.
Okay.
Yeah. Because that's, sorry, go ahead.
No, when I don't know if you had the same history or whatever experience when things started to clear up for you, but did you have like a routine that you stepped away, went to do something else, or I don't know, that helped you in these kind of situations?
I walked a lot.
Yeah.
A lot, yeah. I stopped listening to spiritual content. I stopped meditating.
You started or stopped?
I stopped.
Yeah.
I stopped. And if you like meditating, there's also nothing wrong with that. If you like that stuff, it's okay.
Yeah, no, I mean, I have that reminds a lot about me. I walk a lot. I run a lot. Like this morning now, I don't meditate, and the last week I had like, that's a bit interesting that you mention it. I was like a junkie on YouTube on spirituality, and I'm so fed up with it. It's like there's no interest in listening to others. With all due respect, I'm sitting here and talking to you, but there's no like a lack of interest. It doesn't feed me. It feels like, and I don't know what it is, but it's like and it feels satisfactional somehow. It's like, yeah.
Yeah, good. Because it is just a lot of stories and concepts.
Yeah, because I could see myself, I want to hear about her or his awakening because I want to relate, and it created a story mind in my head, and I was like, oh, it's that. Okay. So I started looking where it is, these kind of things, and it really fucked up my mind, basically.
Yeah. Oh, me too.
Yeah. Anyway, I have one question to you. If you, and this, I don't know, you don't need to answer it. If you could go back, you said 11 years, 10 years you've been doing spirituality. If you could go back to yourself 10 years ago and give one, like one thing or two things to yourself, what would that be? Or would you even say anything?
I mean, it would be this direct pointing.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be like, it wouldn't be like a concept, or because I heard this stuff before. Like, I remember even when I first got into non-duality, I spent 4 months in Arunachala, in where Ramana lived, and was doing all this non-duality stuff. And there was this one guy at one of the satsangs who was quoting Ujir Krishnamurti, and he was saying like that he had said, "Oh yeah, the only reason that you guys aren't enlightened yet is because you keep coming to satsang."
Boom.
And I remember hearing that and like thinking like it was kind of funny because like you do get that context because people say that's already here, but just feeling inside like, oh, I'm not ready to give this up yet. Like I'm not there yet. I'm not ready to stop going to satsang. I'm not ready to keep seeking because I didn't know what I was even looking for. The mind kept positioning it as some kind of prize. And I wasn't ready to give that up because I didn't know what else to do with my life. And so in a sense, it did unfold perfectly because I feel that was my training, I guess you could say, for sharing this and to have that background. So I don't regret it. It happened. It unfolded that way. There was it's like it couldn't have been any different.
Yeah.
But to people that resonate with kind of the end of seeking and that are like ready to hear this message, all that's really needed is just a resonance with it and an openness to be pointed.
What do you mean by that? To be a resonance, or I don't understand.
Like, because there's this idea that people need to like meditate or they need to have like a background of practice or non-duality concepts in order to see this clarity or whatever we want to call it. That's just, it's like, to me, it just seems like busy work. Because if right here, like, let's just go here. Let's just see what's here without all of that. Let's just clear the cobwebs because the spiritual path has a way of introducing more cobwebs.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my God. You know what I realized? I told you I have about almost 20 years sobriety. When I was my first year in sobriety, I don't know if you know anything about AA meetings, but it's a bunch of people complaining, basically, sitting and complaining about their day, about this or about that. It's all about his or her fault, and etc. And I was like that, I think, in the beginning, but after like 10 years or now 20 years, I don't go to these meetings. I haven't gone for 10 years, maybe. But after many, many years, I was sitting, I was like, could you just shut up? Just stop complaining, stop talking, stop. There's nothing to do. There's no problems. You're creating the problems. And when you talk to me like that, I feel like a new sobriety, kidding, being at the AA, basically.
Yeah. This is like a reset, right?
Yeah. And I remember you telling me about this, like treat it as a sobriety, this whatever it is.
Yeah.
And I've been thinking about that since you told me.
Yeah.
And it's not because I've been during these years about being wanted to see through the whatever it is, the matrix or whatever, It's like I've been waiting for this. It's gonna be boom. Not now. Okay, maybe tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly.
But when you said that, let it unfold like sobriety or whatever you told me, I was like, yeah, why don't I? Why don't I? Or even I don't do that. Because if I let it unfold, it's like I'm waiting something to unfold. All right, yeah, it's confusing because even I don't understand it, but I resonate. It resonated with me, and basically,
yeah, because you could say that life is like an unfolding.
Yeah,
and this is life. This is what existence is. That's one way of saying it. Even though you're right, it's not fully that, but
yeah,
it's not a landing point. It's not an arrival.
Yeah.
Yeah. and you're already fully awake right now. There is awakeness right now. Is there a you that's awake, or is there just awake?
That is a hard one. That is so hard. And I know when you asked me last week about this and like pointed me, it stirred up a lot of, emotions, but in a nice way. But why is it so personal? Why is this experience so personal? It's not a thought. Or is it a thought? It's more about the feeling of it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's difficult to let that go or be without it. Because there's nowhere to land. It's like, yeah,
exactly. Well, without the past and the future, what's personal right now?
Conceptual, I understand. There is of course there's nothing. It's like, of course but what is it that, and I understand, I'm trying to understand it, but it's like, why? Makes so much sense, but still,
it's just unconscious programs, really, that are at the core impersonal. Like we say, the mind wants to keep thinking, but there's not really a mind that wants to keep thinking. It's just a pattern that's been programmed, that's been fed a lot of energy through this function of thought that the human has. And that's been hijacked somehow by this idea of I that filters reality through this conceptualization of I, which generates a feeling in the nervous system and creates emotions, right? Imagines the future, feels the emotions of the imagined future, but it's a movie.
Did that unfold for you, or did that just drop?
It
just
unfolded.
Okay, yeah. It was curiosity, yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it was like a sudden thing.
Is acceptance part of it?
I mean, you could say that initially, but where's the I that accepts?
Exactly.
Yeah. What's between acceptance and rejection?
Oh. Yeah.
If acceptance appears, it appears. If rejection appears, it appears. It doesn't make this any less or more. You have a nice way of putting words on things. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, so the mind's always looking for some strategy. I got to accept. I got to surrender.
Yeah.
I got to keep meditating.
Putting verbs on everything, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Because there's still this conceptualization about the future.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
But
and also not want to be like this. It's like it needs to be something else than this.
yeah. Exactly. And that's the dream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yesterday I was lying in bed and I was like, I think it was an emotion or something just stirred up, and I saw the mind. I wasn't caught up in it, but I saw the mind like starting to create this story about whatever it was anyway. And it was like so obvious that how can I change what is, you know? And why am I trying to change it? It's impossible to change what is, what's here right now. You and me talking, this surrounding, my feelings, my heart pumping, the sensations. I can't control that.
Yeah. All you would have is just, all the eye has is just thoughts.
Yeah. The thoughts pop up. Yeah.
And
And it's
thoughts
a
are always,
constant. Yeah. Yeah.
go
Go
ahead,
ahead.
sorry.
No, it's just a constant fight with that. The constant fight and resistance to this, Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the thoughts are always, they're like always translating reality. They're always kind of telling a story about what is not, or their own interpretation.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And so they're trying to get to what is not. They're trying to get to their world, right? It's like, I've used this example before, like the story of Adam and Eve. Like you bite the tree of knowledge, you will be like gods, right? The mind's
Yeah.
trying to, it's trying to be like, it's like a knockoff version of reality.
Yeah.
Like trying to make its fake version real.
Yeah. Exactly. Another question.
Mm.
How did you handle, or you don't need to answer about you, but generally, how to handle, regrets? Is there even anything to handle? Because I want to learn from regrets, of course, actions, but it's a shame and these kind of things that also, is there anything to handle or just
No,
no?
because it's just there's no, yeah, and I mean it's good to learn from, obviously,
Yeah.
but like
Yeah.
the shame without the past, where's the shame?
Yeah. No, there is none.
Yeah, without a memory, where's the guilt?
Yeah.
And that happened to me for a while too, like, and even before this, like my mind would, remember embarrassing things that I did when I was younger,
Exactly.
and you're like, ah,
Yeah.
right? But it's like, it's gone. Like, it's not here. You're probably never going to see
Yeah.
those people again.
Yeah.
It's not, it doesn't, it's not real.
Yeah. And even if you do, it's still not real.
Exactly.
It's in their head, or it's in someone else's head. It's still not real.
It's not real.
But I don't, it goes quickly from that to avoidance. If you know what I mean. I don't know. I don't have the word in English, but the avoidance, or like this negligence,
Negligence. Yeah.
Thank you. That word. Not taking responsibility for something that maybe, yeah. But of course, it's about, yeah.
I mean, in relationship dynamics, it's totally fine to, what we would call take responsibility for it. But the mind will want to constantly berate itself because it just wants to keep thinking. It doesn't care if it's good thoughts or bad thoughts. So it will imagine this scenario and say, I was negligent. I need to take responsibility. I can't believe you did that. But everything is all coming from innocence. It's all, it's like it couldn't have been a different way. There was no self behind those actions that was actually responsible for it in the moment. And it doesn't mean that like you don't apologize or you know what I mean? You don't pay the money when you damage someone's property or whatever. Like that's a valid component of it. Because you're right, then it could just be, bypassing.
Exactly that. Yeah.
But at the end of the day, like, where's the I that's responsible?
Yeah. That's the funny thing, when you tell it like that, and when I come back to this simple things, it is quite simple. I can see myself getting caught in the trap so many times. Like, I wonder why. Should it be like? And then fuck, I'm in the trap again. And it's like, go back.
Right. Yeah.
It's so ridiculous. Yeah.
That's great. Yeah, and that's like what we're seeing through.
Yeah.
And you're right. And when it is recognized, which is also not really something that you do, there's more information. Okay, it's recognized. That's just happens automatically as well. And then that whole kind of program that it was feeding off of can dissolve.
Yeah. You said you didn't meditate. You stopped meditating and it kept on unfolding. You didn't have an inquiry or you didn't do any inquiry to look at the eye sensation or whatever, that during the unfolding period? Or did it just
Yeah, I did like I don't know if it made a difference or whatnot. I think I was a little bit there was still a pushiness there here with it. And still like, there's some expectations that were hiding, that were waiting for some kind of final big thing, which, didn't really unfold that way. Yeah. And then life just went on, and the programs, they just, like you said, they just stopped feeling so interesting, at least with the spiritual stuff. And then with a lot of the other stuff too, it's like, what am I doing? There's no value here. But yeah, to answer your question, I did like do like, what am I without language? What am I without beliefs? And the next, what am I without the next? That was,
so it was not it was, what do you mean by what are you without the next? The next thought or the next
thought, exactly. The conceptualization about a future, because that's where a lot of the fear lives. There's nothing actually to be afraid of now. It's just the mind worrying about its own imaginary potentials and getting caught up in that, which is it's just creating its own suffering. So you start to see through that the mind is creating its own suffering. And that's the value here, not because we're getting into some special, like, enlightened dimension. It's because we're seeing, like, that the source of it is coming from concepts and words.
So basically, you know, the thoughts and the concepts starting to be less and less interesting. Or it was
Yeah.
like, it didn't matter, you know.
At least the concepts about suffering for sure, and about not good
Yeah.
enough and insecurity, and I got to keep trying, and
Mm.
with the seeking stuff. Um, but I mean, there can still be like an enjoyment of learning, of
Mm.
using the mind. That's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like with the seeking, especially like with the spiritual stuff, it's
Mm.
just was seen so clearly that there's nowhere to land. Like that there's no final like achievement, permanent thing that I will gain, because it's not in some special state or feeling or object or word or understanding. It's just what's continuously here, which is just the unfolding of life, which is just the only thing that's happening right now. And it doesn't mean there can't be still a reference to the future, but that doesn't make up the majority of one's life anymore. You're just here.
Mm.
So it can feel like just very ordinary, very normal, very mundane, it's simple.
There's nowhere to land, you're saying, oh.
Yeah, I mean, without the past or the future,
Mm.
how would you land?
Mm. No, of course not.
The mind's trying to land on something, but it's like what it's trying to land on is already here.
Mm.
It's trying to like turn it into its version that it heard.
Mm.
It's trying to create its own reality.
I've been so focused on looking for myself in in uh, in dimensions. It's like what I mean by that is like I see the thoughts, and I am the background of the thoughts, and then there's out here the trees, you, and then there's sensations. So that creates a dimension. And when you say that there's nowhere to land, it's like somehow it takes me out of that concept of dimensions, or I call it dimension or whatever it is. That I'm the background, and I'm trying to find myself in this jungle of, you know, different categories, what I've categorized, different kind of dimensions. And it's so obvious that somehow yeah.
Yeah. Because all of those dimensions was just a construct of language,
Exactly.
right?
Yeah.
Without language, where's the separation between any of that?
Yeah.
And where's the I that's looking for itself?
Mm. It's like an air castle, we say in Swedish. I don't know if that's a saying in English. Yeah.
I like it though.
Yeah. Mm.
Sandcastle. Good say. The sandcastles of the mind.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Mm.
Very vulnerable.
Mm.
There's not really a foundation there. It's just words
No,
and images that change based on.
yeah, I'm lately, when I was young, I read the Bible probably like, I don't know, 10 times. I don't know.
Oh,
I was
wow.
brought up, I was brought up Christian. And there's a lot of stories. I was reminded about it. There's a story about building a house with a clear foundation and how important to build this, if it was a cast, I don't remember. It was, or it was a statue. Anyway,
I think it was a house.
was it a house? Yeah,
I think
okay, it was
so.
a house.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was like you don't start with the sand. You start with the concrete and etc. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
mm.
But we build so much of our foundation just with this identity.
That's the strong part. Yeah, exactly. My identity was exactly what I told you. The dimensions. That's my identity. I'm the background, and then I have these feelings whirling around. And then I have the thoughts like objects running around, and then I have you here in front of me, and I have like distance to the tree and so forth. And I think majority has that. And that's my ground. That's my safety.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And when I start to see that, it's like, okay, is it really like that? That's just
what are you without the observer?
Exactly. So you don't meditate anymore? No.
Not really. Sometimes I will just sit and just kind of be.
Yeah.
But yeah, I haven't really meditated at all.
Mm.
Yeah, done enough of that.
Yeah. Sorry, I forgot to ask. Didn't you live in Indonesia?
I'm in Indonesia right now, yeah.
There was an earthquake, and I thought about you. I saw in the news last week.
Oh, really?
Yeah, 7.2 or something.
Oh, I don't know. I didn't feel it.
Okay, good. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no tidal waves here yet.
Good. Okay.
Yeah. They say that the culture here, when they say when there's an earthquake, that it's all the people believe that it's dragons that are fighting underground.
Are you real? Really?
Yeah.
Or is it just like a here, or is it just a story, or do they believe that?
Well, I think it's what they used to believe before we had, science to tell us what it is. But I think the people still, they still say that anyway. I don't know if they fully believe it.
But it's kind of cute still,
It is cute, yeah.
Yeah, it is
it's nice. Like a valid explanation. Then, yeah, when you don't know what's going on, everything's, there must be dragons fighting underground.
I like
what you
that.
Tell your kids.
Yeah. I love these kind of stories.
Yeah. Yeah, because there's a lot of seismic activity, volcanoes, stuff in this area.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Yeah.
Um,
So yeah, we've been like creating beliefs for our entire life, or since we've had language, probably.
of course, and that's and that's a way also, I guess, to pass something along to your children, to your grandchildren. If you don't have stories, what do you have to give? To pass along.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. And it can be beautiful in its own way.
Yeah.
But it also has this tendency to turn into just another coping mechanism for the mind, so that it actually can help the mind to maintain its illusion.
Yeah. Do you read a lot?
I started reading fiction, actually. I used to read a ton of like self-help stuff, but yeah, I read every night before I go to bed. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got into science fiction, and now I'm reading a piece of literature, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you like to read?
I do, but I don't take the time to do that as much as I should. I don't read spiritual. I never did. I tried to read one book, but it was, the whole spiritual thing never really dropped for me because it was too close related to Christianity and to this cult and to these kind of things, and it a bit scared me. That's why I never liked AA as well, because it was too close related to these kind of dogmas or whatever it is. Yeah. And it's like a self-defense mechanism that pops up.
Yeah, interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, for me, it was actually the opposite, is that I took to spirituality so much because I wanted to replace, I was raised Christian as well.
Okay.
I just replaced one belief system with another.
Yeah.
So, and then instead of worshiping God, now I'm worshiping Shakti or Krishna.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Or the divine.
Yeah.
Or some guru. Yeah.
That's so interesting how we're the patterns,
It is.
But about, this unfolding, and I know it's a belief or a thought, but still it's quite strong. And I think I need your guidance on that. It's like, does it all need to clear up? I mean, there's so many beliefs, so many questions, so many uncertainties. And it's like the mind wants to clear them all up, so to say.
Yeah.
I don't know if you understand what I
mean. No, it's going to want to put its manager hat on. And get to work clearing this all up. Yeah. To keep thinking more. Yeah.
No, I hear myself. Yeah, I hear once again in the trap. I hear myself.
Yeah. No, it's good though. It's good you ask this question so they can just get exposed.
Yeah.
So it doesn't need to fully clear up. Like it's not like there's some goal so that we're just in this thought-free space forever, and there, we're just kind of walking like that can happen, but it's also just, let's just remove the bullshit first, like the things that are causing all of the drama. And it can feel like when I first came into this, it felt pretty crazy because I had invested so much energy into all this seeking. I was like obsessed with it. And it was like the moment when I came out of Christianity. Like when I came out of Christianity, it was like a sudden moment for me. Like I just immediately I saw through it. And then it was kind of like this too. I just saw through it, and it felt like I was coming out of a cult.
Yeah.
And so that was intense. It was challenging to deal with, but there was also this freedom bubbling up as well. That was like, oh, at least I saw through it. Like now it all makes sense why none of this was working, and it was just making me spiral more. Yeah, it all makes sense because it was just trapping me deeper and deeper in the mind and in beliefs and in the future and seeking. Yeah. So that was a relief, even though there was still some, intensity around that.
Did you need to do shadow work and for that to clear up, or
no?
No.
I mean, I had done a lot of that stuff before, but and some of that stuff really did help, like the shadow work and the ceremonies and all that. But it also was another thing that just kept me looping. So like, I'm not against shadow work. Like if you need it, it's totally fine. It's allowed. That's also one thing that this space can express as. Yeah. But the tendency that the mind will take with the shadow work and it will try to hook into that and turn it into another goal, that you're like less vulnerable to that now.
Oh my God, that's so interesting. Yeah. Yeah, I've had so much struggle handling this, exactly what you're talking about. Because I've been trying to work with shadow work. And it's like, okay, because when I was this YouTube junkie, I was listening a lot to shadow work. And because I'm like, okay, this they're talking to me about, I really need to do this. So I did a lot of like, okay, feeling the emotions, seeing what happens when the emotions, where does it come from? It translated to thought. What's the background? All these weird things, and it's so difficult. And it became like it is like a concept to me. It is it's been really struggling with that, and I still am. That's why I asked you in the beginning about the emotions, because I don't know how to handle the emotions. I'm trying to look where do they come from? Looking for childhood memories. I don't know. It's so weird. It's so strong. It's so confusing, basically. Yeah.
Yeah. I would say don't try to, don't let the mind build another story around it.
Yeah.
Because that's just going to exaggerate it.
Yeah.
Just take away the past and the future.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah.
That's feels good to hear. Really good.
Yeah.
This is and I know you've been there, and but it is, and I'm humble for the confusion. It is so, even if I don't try to solve it, it is confusing.
It's confusing when you think about it.
Yeah.
But if you don't try to understand it.
No, you're so right. Yeah. Of course it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's why the mind will never get this. It will just keep looping.
Yeah.
It's not in an understanding.
Yeah. Something with you makes me emotional. It's so weird. I'm normally not like that. It's okay. It feels like in a safe zone.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. It's even if I don't understand anything what you're saying, it really feels like it resonates. It's like you really don't give me anything to think about, and it's like that's exactly what I need. Someone to give me a slap on the face, like stop.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Just stop. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's clear right now. It's awake right now. There's nothing other than now.
Yeah. And I appreciate you're straightforward. And when you see that I'm in the loop, it's like, okay, who's aware of that? It's okay. Boom.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm.
It's kind of like you have to break the program a bit.
Yep. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
Mm.
And it doesn't mean that the program's even going to stop. It's like, we're not even trying to stop it. We're not trying to change anything. It's just, you see it for what it is. So regardless if the mind says I've got it or I don't got it, just a bunch of words.
And during this week, I've had this strong reliefs, that I'm afraid to conceptualize things when I explain to you, because I make it a concept, and even recalling things what I experience. As while I start doing that, it's like I cut it because I'm making it's like, if I take an example, I'm building a Lego, Lego, like kids play with. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You build a Lego castle or whatever. And then you're like, wow, what was that? And then you start to dissect it and it crumbles and falls apart, and that's what I feel because this week has been very special. It's been like, I don't know, it's been so spacious and, experiences of relief, this understanding that the whole storyline, the whole book I have in my head, it's just, it's nonsense. And when I see that, it comes up and it's like, oh, and then suddenly it goes back again. But there is like gaps, starting to like crack, like Leonard Cohen saying, like, this crack, and that's where the light gets in. Yeah.
Mm. Yeah, exactly, and that's how it looks a lot for many people. It's like, because initially the story is kind of believed in initially. It's just that impulse to just catch it and just this is me talking, this is the truth. And then there's a wait a second, there's like a correction.
Yeah. But it's like the mind, it's obvious the mind comes in different disguise. Mm-hmm. And it's so interesting about the Bible, how Bible refers the devil to the mind, about the different disguises and stuff like that. Anyway, but when it's like it takes a different personality, and I take that personal. And then and then I see that, and then there's a different thought about that one, and it's like mirrors everywhere. Yeah. And then suddenly, and when I have these reliefs, it's like it crumbles, and then and then suddenly they were built up again.
Yeah.
That's how my week has been, basically. I would say.
Interesting.
Yeah. Anyway, enough with that. Yeah.
Yeah, thanks for sharing though. And that's, it's totally normal.
Yeah.
You're sharing. It's just like where before it's like the mind was just on this like one single lane track. Thought, feeling, action, thought, feeling, like whatever that was leading it to. And now we're like making a little crack in that story. Like you said, letting some of the light shine through, right? Throwing a little stick in the wheel.
Yeah.
Of this motion, and just, okay, let's just slow it down. Let's just see what's happening. But there's nowhere to gain, there's nowhere to get there. We're just seeing through an illusion that there was somewhere to gain and that there was something to get to. And the prize is that it's already here. You already have it. It's already awake. Only in this directness, though. That's the only thing that's here.
What do you mean by only in this direction? Or what did you say?
Directness.
What does that mean?
In the immediacy of what's here.
In the immediacy, yeah.
Yeah. Not in the fabrication of a journey. Yeah. There's no journey here.
Yeah. I think I know what you're going to say, but still I need to ask. I don't need to understand that I try to ask the same questions to myself, like about the observer, what am I without the observer?
Mm-hmm.
I will never understand that, right?
It's
not by the mind.
It's totally non-conceptual. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's you could say I don't even want to say it's an experience. It's just like existence without the layer of knowing.
Yeah. Because when I sit with that thought, even if I'm, walking or whatever, it comes to a place, exactly what you said, without knowing. It's like last week when I sat at the hotel lobby and you asked these questions, I was like, it just brought me to such a presence, and that's exactly what it takes me. It's like exactly to that point, or whatever it is, Yeah. But
yeah, good.
Yeah.
And it's always here. It's just that the illusions aren't so active in that moment. Like the illusions kind of follow.
Exactly. Yeah. Precisely.
Yeah. But it's always already effortlessly shining right now. Without a source, without anything. I don't know what this is.
Yeah.
I could give it 1,000 names, but it doesn't make it any real or more real or more unreal, or it's just made up. Words made up. Any label.
Yeah.
So this is like kind of an unknowing of what you thought you knew. But it's also like not something to work for, because do it, like come here from love, not from work. It's like it feels nice to take away the story. Yeah. I can go to the story. There's the freedom to go into the story too.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's okay if that happens.
Yeah. Yesterday when I was about to go to sleep, I realized that another thing about this after we talked is like I've been existing more in my body than my head. There has been a coherence. There was like when I was in my bed, it was like there's a coherence in my body, and my body is like. Otherwise, I was about 90% here and 10% in my body, right? And I was lying there. I was like, this feels weird. Or not weird, but different. And I was like, I'm not in my head. And that was a weird feeling, actually. I was in my whole body. I don't know if you understand what I mean, but and the thoughts were coming, but I was not here, so to say. That was interesting. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was comfortable. It was so comfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
And I didn't do that on focus. That's one thing, because otherwise when I try to meditate, I put my attention on my chest or below my belly button, with a kara haka or whatever it is. Anyway, so try to push down my attention, this like this, but that was a doing. It was all being doing. Like put your attention on my chest, but I was like, should I? That's doing, right? So because I don't want to do that. Anyway, so when I was lying there, I was like, oh, this feels weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just this naturalness, because the feeling of the body is always there.
Yeah.
It's just we overlook it because we're distracted by the thoughts more.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. So it's like the directness. And in the directness, there's a sensation of the body. There's what's happening. The thoughts are kind of what's not happening, or they're a story about what's not happening.
Exactly. So and they weren't so important. Not the word. They didn't feel so relevant. Yeah. I was like, but I was still thinking, but it didn't feel I was thinking from here. It was like just I don't know. Anyway, I don't want to still once again conceptualize, but it was cool. It was an interesting, yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
So, yeah. Anyway, I think it's.
Well, thanks for sharing all that. It was great. Sounds like unfolding really great for you. And
I don't know. Don't say that.
Okay.
It's my ego is taking. Yeah, my ego is taking it. Yeah.
Well, it's whatever is happening is.
Yeah.
I don't want to say perfect, but it's just what's happening. So.
Yeah.
There's no, right and wrong and all that is just, it's irrelevant. There's only just what is.
Yeah.
So anyway, well, I'll send you the call. I uploaded the session, our last session.
Oh, you did?
Today, yeah.
Ah, okay, nice.
Yeah, so thank you for allowing me to share that.
Yeah.
Would you like to share the follow-up call as well?
Whatever, it's up to you.
Okay. Sometimes people like to see like the progression and stuff. If that's okay, I can.
Yeah. It's up to you.
Okay, because you described it really nicely.
Oh, thanks. You too. Yeah.
Thanks. Cool.
Nice to talk once again. Thank you, and take care.
Yeah, likewise. Okay. Yeah, you feel free to reach out if you need anything.
Thank you. I will, for sure.
All right. Have a nice weekend.
Bye-bye.